Here we go, folks. We are back with some bronze pre-made action. Atlanta Dazed squaring up against the Minnesota Floppr and Floppr strike first. Doug takes names. Doug takes first blood.
Minnesota once again early on that P1 hill. We've seen Minnesota in the previous series, and Atlanta. Okay, breaking that hill quite well. Young right here gets a pick. Litnick though, can he get the pick on Rickle? He does. Wow, it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to these names.
Rickle.
Rickle.
All right. And who's your daddy getting taken out on P2? Who is costing as they're gonna now have to try to fight their way into this here. J-Dubs finding that initial kill, overchows with the pistol just a little bit, and now it's up to Free Bands to try and play his life here. All of Floppr are just running out of the tunnel, just straight into young Yerb.
Young Europe, but
Let's go.
Ravens with a big kill right here. Atlanta is in control of that P2. They're trying to get as much hill time on as possible. Young Yerb in a good position to get one. Can he get the second? Young Yerb is him.
Oh my god. Yeah, why does like every member of Atlanta Dazed sound like they're in like like an all white rap collective?
Yeah. You got J-Dub,
That's
young
Mixmaster J-Dubs.
young Yerb, Rickle, and Free Bands. Man, free my man Bands, bro.
For real.
That rotation's coming into P3. Atlanta did a great job on that first set of P1 and P2, but you got Hoser Daddy and Zombie Slayer with kills as well. Okay.
And they're able to get a little bit of early time there off of a couple big kills and stacking that hill up really well. But you can see Atlanta Dazed trying to poise for a little break here, and they do find a couple big ones. Make it 3 as J-Dubs finds 2. Young Yerb with the clean up, and a Dazed are in like Felin and just kind of breaking when they want to.
Yeah, Rickle with another kill. Minnesota trying to flood in from the back. Can they get one? No, Free Bands is there. Doug takes names though, gets the pick. J-Dubs is there as well. Free Bands gets another pick, and Minnesota in a big lead. 70 with 20 more coming their way. But you can see Minnesota already set up for P4. So they're trying to get back in it.
Yeah, they really need to get this initial time here, and they are able to find Yerb. That's big. 3 as well. Give themselves a chance, and Litnick is able to do just that. Taking out Rickle's going to allow them to get a lot of this initial time here, at least the first 15 if I'm a betting man. And they really, really need it, as they have already given up 122 points here in 3 hills.
And Minnesota, Atlanta get 3 picks, so there's only the guy left on hill. Rickle opens up the door, trying to challenge, trying to get anything. He does contest the hill. Side of Atlanta flooding in. Get one.
Oh, that's a big kill.
Doug gets 2, but J-Dub is there.
Oh, Doug. Doug takes names, slides in, finds that last kill, and now you've got rotations once again. You can see Atlanta Dazed trying to stay ahead of this here, and this could be big for them, as this next hill is quite a money grab. And they might be able to get very close to 200 points here on the Floppr if they don't try to contest this rotation a little bit here.
Look at that setup from Atlanta. They got one guy P2 holding that tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
One guy on hill, one guy on blue crates. This is a professional setup right here from them.
Oh, yeah. These guys have been doing their homework, but Litnick finds a seam. He's able to get in. Who's your daddy? Kills the guy off hill. And now you got Litnick able to get into the hill. I mean, how do you troll the setup? I mean, what's going on here? How'd Litnick get through?
No one on hill right now, so people are just trying to get trades back and forth. Free Bands is there. They could potentially get that last 30 seconds, put them in quite a considerable lead going into that next set of rotations, but no one's getting killed. No one's getting on the hill. Rickle gets one, and Minnesota's on it. J-Dubs is probably going to clean it up right here. Yes, he does.
I mean, this is just great scrap time here for Atlanta Dazed. When you got a lead like this, you know, white time is good time, and just any amount of scrap that you can get is big. as it's just extending that lead out even further. Free Bands finds a two-piece on the hill. Slitnik finds a virtual trade onto uh, another player, but he gets dropped as well. Young Yerb flying in, and he's going to be able to do some damage. And you got Floppr holding on for a moment. J-Dubs going to step in. The team kills do come through for Atlanta Dazed, not doing them very many favors with the break. Looking like it's going to come in, and they're just looking to put these guys away pretty early here in this hard point.
I think we've seen a record-setting number of kills with that Renetti in this map. I've seen Renetti
Yeah.
more than I've seen any other gun in the kill feed.
It's pretty good.
It
It's
is
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
It's
Atlanta is
I
set up for P2, so they're
yeah.
trying to at least get that hill time. The scrap does go to Minnesota, which will put them close, but Young Yerb and J-Dub say, no, you're not getting scrap either.
Yeah, young Yerb is 22 and 10 right now, and there's still a lot of time to play with here. These guys are going nuts, leading that slaying department. We got some 2 KDs all across the board here for Atlanta Dazed, and now the setup is holding true for this P2. Last time it got a little shaky, and it may just again because Nick is going to try to find a seam, and he's able to get to the back of the map pretty quick there.
I didn't even notice their
Oh,
KDs. I mean, wow, Atlanta slaying. Wow, they're playing
yeah,
more like Atlanta FaZe right now. This is crazy.
yeah. This is
200 to 96. And we're still in
holy.
our second set of rotations.
Oh,
It could end
yeah.
right here on P3.
They're putting on a masterclass right now. Those kills are so big for the Floppr, but you just have to play perfectly just to avoid the 100-point club at this point. I mean, the break is starting to come through. You do find a couple trades there, so that's gonna be pretty good. You can secure yourself maybe a free 10, 15 seconds here off rip, but Zombie Slayer is getting stunned out. He's got to try to stay alive as Yerb is able to find Doug towards the middle. Yerb finds another one, and the missile comes in on the Zombie Slayer. The Dazed are able to get a foot in, and it is the raid boss himself, Young Yerb, being the team player, tossing that trophy down, but he gets taken out by the Floppr.
Still 30 seconds on this hill. So there's still a lot of time on it. And this could be very valuable for Minnesota if they can get it. We're doing much better right here. They got 3 on hill. 1 guy on rotation. It's all up to Doug. Can he get this pick right here? Young Yerb knows he's there. He stuns him, gets the big kill. Atlanta Dazed had a bit of trouble holding this the last time they were in it, so we'll see if they can do better this time. But they are on rotations. They got 3 on hill.
Yeah, they're hard stacking that hill, which may bite them in the ass here if they can't find some of these initial kills. And Doug tries to fly in with the fist. Young Yerb able to find one along with Rickle. Young Yerb looking for that 30 piece as he's trying to slide around, just be a nuisance here. Free Bands and J-Dubs combined for 3, though. And that's going to be a big wave of kills down as now Floppr are forced to run through the tunnel of darkness into a lot of bullets. And there's a team kill there. Otherwise, Litnik may be able to get a little bit more aggressive in the hill, but that is looking like the Atlanta Dazed. Hold on, folks. Horses, hold your breath. Oh, never mind. The Dazed win.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. What a performance by Atlanta. I mean, not only were they slaying out like crazy, but they had the setup. So seen what their setup on P5. That was a professional setup right there where they had every player located. They out search and destroy Atlanta Dazed versus Minnesota Floppr. We've seen Atlanta Dazed do some crazy stuff on that map one. Right here, they are on that defensive side as well on Karachi. You got Young Yerb, J-Dubs, Freebands, and Rickle versus Zombie Slayer, Who's Their Daddy, Litnik, and Doug Takes Names.
Looking like you got Zombie Slayer kind of leading the charge here over towards the A side of the map. He's going to get into office, but that number 8 player definitely heard the office pop back there as Slayer's turns, but he's not able to find the kill. Young Yerb was able to find Hoosier on the other side of the map. So that is a 2v3 situation here for the Floppr. The bomb is down as well, but that's a big one from Doug. It's going to open up that A bomb site.
It is going to open up that A-bomb site, but Young
Oh,
Yerb
didn't they
could
give it up?
potentially. They are mixing it up. It seems like they want to go B, but A. The bomb's down on A, so I need to retrieve it first. Probably gonna plant the bomb, but J-Dubs with the kill. Litnik is there with the trade, so it's all up to Young Europe versus Litnik right here.
Oh, Nick's
Oh, the
able to
smoke?
pop the smoke. You gotta get the plant down though, boss. Only 5 secs. Oh, now you gotta find a kill, but he's just not able to get it. Atlanta Dazed clutch up the first round. Big 1v1 win there off what could have gotten a little mixy. Young Yerb starting off hot.
Definitely is starting off hot, carrying that momentum that he had on that map one. Right here, Minnesota do take that first round. It was a defensive round though, so we'll see what Minnesota can do on that defense. Like we said, they could be a defensive, they could be an S&D team. They are 3-2, so they did win a lot of maps so far, and a lot of matches as well. Zombies,
Yeah, they've been looking very good here. Oh, he's getting
zombies just leading the charge.
Here we go. There's one big kill.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have the Slayer in the pocket, though. He's gonna be good for one here. Hopefully not gonna get it done. Young Yerb spins on him and plants the bomb.
I mean, that's Young Europe for you.
Oh my lord!
Not much more to say. 4v1, it's all up to Litnik once again. This time though, not a 1v1 situation. And he gets gunned down.
That's just unfortunate there. You had Slayer in a good position. Maybe blew his wad just a little early there. You know, got a little antsy on the trigger and kind of alerted those players as to what was going on, and it's just too much. So now Atlanta Dazed going up 2-0 early, and you got to see Minnesota put something together here pretty soon, or else this could get away from them.
Yeah, Zombie Slayer definitely has to turn up. He's used to slaying zombies, but these guys shoot back, so you gotta be aware of that. Atlanta Dazed though, on defense, they are up 2-0. Minnesota looking for that B push. See what they can do here. Playing more passive than they were, which is good. It's a start.
Yeah, and they've got a decent hold towards that side, but that's going to make it very difficult. Here's J-Dubs going to smack down on that. He does get info on that player towards the chicken coop side, but Litnik is able to find Young Yerb and stops that streak he was working on. So raid boss down. That may be big here.
J-Dubs probably knows the bomb is down as well, because when they threw that smoke, probably was going for the plant as well. Who's up there? It was Hoser Daddy, the top third. Gonna get some tags, but he's getting tagged himself. It's a 3v2. J-Dubs there, cleans it up. All up to Litnik. He gets one. Once again, Litnik is last alive on his team.
Oh, Litnik's gonna clutch this up here. But that's a great nade. Rickle gonna back him down here. He tosses a nade of his own, but he's not able to find any damage on it. Some nice shots onto Litnik, but not able to get the kill. So finally he goes down, and Atlanta Dazed find 3 quick rounds, and they're looking to close this series out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, J-Dubs 6-1 right here. Great start from him. Great start from Atlanta overall. Litnik, once again, last alive. Very tough situation for him to be in. He does get one, but still quite a difficult position to be in. But still, Minnesota, defensive round. We've seen from the last series, teams can go up 3-0 and still lose, so it's not over.
It's definitely not Jover till it's Jover here, folks, but J-Dubs is working on a 5 streak, and he does get good info off a stun there. Zombie Slayer pushed up once again, this time a little bit closer, maybe looking to kind of use that to his advantage here, and he's able to get in front of the smoke. 1000 IQ, Zombie Slayer dives out and gets deep into the alley position for a 3-piece. The Slayer going crazy.
Yo, I know he's going to go back and clip that. That was insane. Getting a 3-piece right there. Wow. Giving the team an advantage too. It's all up to free bands. Bomb is in a difficult position to pick up as well. They know where he is too, so he has to somehow 35 seconds to work with. Needs to get that bomb. Needs to get the bomb down or find 3 picks. He finds 1, so it's a much more manageable situation. But he doesn't have the bomb.
No, he's gonna have to get on his horse here. Only 20 seconds, but gets caught out in Floppr. Clutch up, they find their first round, and off the back of a big three-piece from the Zombie Slayer.
Minnesota, that's exactly what I want to do. Just take it 1 round at a time. If you were tuning in for the Denver series, just learn from them. Crazy. Minnesota, well done. That's exactly what you want to do here. Now maybe look for an offensive round. Maybe try and hit an A instead of a B. Try and mix it around. When they did go for A on that initial round, they almost got it. It was a 1v1 at the end, so. And looks like they can hear me because that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they're definitely keyed in. They only have Rickle to deal with right away. Number 7 is kind of close. He can help just a little bit, but they're gonna try to slow down just a second. Maybe play for picks. Try to psych Atlanta Dazed out, but you can't waste too much time when you're on offense. Oh, and who's your daddy? Able to find that first blood. That's going to be big. Peeling that player off to the top AC. And Zombie Slayer finds Rickle as well. He's got the bomb. It's going to open up the site. He should be able to get it down.
Minnesota 4-2 on life count. They have control of that A bomb site as well. Zombie. That was a nade just to check. He'll probably get a tag with it as well, does he? He doesn't, and J-Dubs gets the pick. All right, it might not be over for Atlanta still. He did have an opportunity to get bombed down, but Younger in a position.
Bomb zombie.
Oh,
He gets bomb zombie.
He does get the bomb down.
There we go. They're in a really good position to clutch this up here. 2v2 situation. Young Urban J-Dubs versus Hoosier Daddy and Zombie Slayer. The young phenom. The young Herb does find Hoosier. 25 seconds on the board here. Zombie gonna be first man up. Doesn't find the kill onto Yerb. The recoil just a little much for the rival at that range, and Yerb clutches it up. Finds the 2v2 win, and that's gonna make it a 4-1 situation.
4-1 Atlanta. Minnesota, a great job. They were able to get those opening picks, were able to get that bomb down as well. Had difficulty sort of holding that push from Young Yerb and co. coming from that backside of red, but Atlanta, they're showing us why they went 250 to 130 on that map 1, and they're up 4-1 right here.
You know, I'm gonna say it that Minnesota Floppr would have won that round if they would have planted the bomb 20 seconds before they did,
Yeah.
and when they still had a 3v2 situation. So take notes, kids. When you get the kills, you get the bomb site. Plant the bomb. Just plant it.
Yeah,
Zombie looking for the first blood.
A wrinkle right there though. Does get him. Atlanta still scared to plant the bomb too. Oh, is bomb going down? Bomb is going down.
There we go. Now the clock back on the side of Atlanta Dazed here. 4v2 situation. Free Bands finds a kill onto Nick. And now it's just Hoosier left in a 1v4. But he's actually in kind of a sneaky spot on this rotation around here. He may be able to find a couple kills and make it mixy. Ooh. Detonate.
No, he's got this. 20 seconds, 4 kills, and defuse. Easy.
Easy.
Maybe not so easy.
Almost. Well, there we go. Atlanta Dazed. They find another round. Looking to hop off this map in a hurry as well. I mean, they are definitely looking on tonight.
You know, it's 5-1, 1 round left, and then we'll go into that control. But Minnesota, you've done a great job on that last offensive round. Do the exact same thing, but get bombed down quicker.
Yeah, they've been so close in a lot of these rounds. Like, just little adjustments, or maybe even just little COD timing situations go a little bit different. It might be a closer S&D, but as it is. They got their back against the wall, and they got to play perfectly here. They're kind of stalemated for a moment, which is going to start really, really hurting them. Not before long, and Nick finds a big kill. That's such a big win onto J-Dubs.
Definitely is, and if Doug takes that kill as well, that's 4v2.
Ooh.
All right, get the bomb down. Come on. You can
Yeah,
smoke
get
it
the
first.
rock. Yep, smoke out. Rock planted.
Yeah, bomb will go down for the side of Minnesota. 4v2 advantage. Rickle, though, here to clean up.
Oh, Doug gets the timing. He just immediately jumps back off. Oh, no. Whoa. Such very trolly gunfight.
That was very mixy.
Free Fans comes out on top. He's got 2 players to deal with here.
Uh, 15 seconds left, though. Not a lot of time. And it seems like Minnesota will be taking this round. Good job, Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota clutching up here. That's what you like to see, and it's all off of Litnick there. I mean, that first kill he's able to get, that first blood, just really allowed him to open up, and then Doug follows up with the second, and that just kind of guaranteed it for him. So you love to see it from the guys, but you got to keep it going.
Yeah, that was a fun gunfight to witness. That's for sure. I'm glad
Yeah,
I caught it on
yeah.
stream.
It was wild. Like, I imagine and you could even see it as soon as he hit the ground and kind of did that weird slide movement. Like, your controller just goes crazy whenever you do that.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta
started
be
punching
locked.
the air.
Yeah.
Zombie Slayer in the position that he loves to play.
Interesting tactic.
That's a trophy down, but they might know where he is. And first blood does go for the side of Atlanta. 4v3.
Oh, Young Yerb with the chow, but Slaya holds on. That's a good trade from Rickle. Just go ahead and jump out. And now you got Hoosier Daddy and Litnick in a tough situation. That's a good stun onto the bomb planter as well. And he's going to be able to find a kill. Hoosier Daddy trying to close it out here. Rickle in a 1v2 situation gets tatted up just a little bit, and Litnick going to be trying to sniff him out here.
Litnick doesn't know where he is exactly. He knows he's around that chicken coop area. Is he going for the defuse? He's going for the ninja. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Let's go.
Good call. There we go, Floppr. You love to see it. Really bossing up on that defensive hold there. Is that, they're able to find those good first bloods, and it really came down to Zombie Slayer with the first blood with the rival, Young Yerb. Tried to jump chow, drop shot him. Slayer don't fold like that.
Oh, he don't. Good performance from Zombie Slayer. He's 6-6 as well. 5-3 on map count. We've seen that curse happen before. Maybe not starting from 5-1, but 5-3 is 5-3, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a Mickey Mouse 5-3, but we'll let it slide as Free Band lets that AC know what's up. Hoosier Daddy going to be forced to back down a little bit here as they are very keen to run into A, but Doug does find the first blood here.
I think Doug's been getting a lot of first bloods too. I believe he did get the first blood on that last round. And then Young Yerb right here gives his team the advantage. Bomb does drop, but it is picked up by Doug. Young Yerb 10-4.
Yeah, this guy's moving and grooving on the map as well. Gets tatted up, slides out, not able to find the kill though. Doug takes names, doing a great job. On rotation, it's J-Dubs able to get the trade 2-piece. And it's going to ice out the map and the round. Atlanta Dazed take it 6-3.
Quite convincing 2-0 right here from Atlanta. Both maps quite dominant.
Welcome back, COD Rec League. We have got another big map tonight. We got high-rise control here going down between the Atlanta Dazed and the Minnesota Floppr. And that is a quick 2 dead for the Atlanta Dazed. Make it 3 as they are getting things started early here on high-rise. Young Yerb sliding around but finds a fist from Doug. And he gets quickly traded out here as you've got a couple members from Atlanta Dazed on either hill here.
Atlanta does get that first tick in on A. Trying to get a tick in on B as well, but unable to do so. Younger with a kill. Zombie Slayer is there to sort of get kills as well. He does get a two-piece, so that does help Minnesota by at least getting Atlanta off of that A point. But just looking at the line, 25-21, great start from Atlanta. Now they're hopping on B.
Yeah, that's a big 3-stack. Dude, that first tick just evaporates here. You do have Litnick able to slide in and get one. He jumps out, breaks Freebrand's ankles there. J-Dub's able to find the trade, but Doug is able to clutch him out as well. Minnesota Floppr doing a great job of just wiping these players off, and only down 3 kills. They can definitely turn this back quickly.
Definitely can. You can see there's a Minnesota player on B, so he's going to be contesting it, but
Ah.
Freebands gets the kill, slides in with a Renetti. Gonna get the second tick of progression on B, it seems, unless that happens. 2 kills for the side of Minnesota. Young Europe, though, gets 2, and then J-Dubs with 1. That's 2 on B, 1 on A. They're trying to get that extra minute to work with, but Zombie Slayer.
Zombie. Oh, tries very hard to get that kill onto Yerb there, but it just wasn't in enough time. Finally, Doug able to get him, but you know, now B is gone. There's a minute 30 to deal with, and we are getting to crunch time on these lives here. Minnesota are in single digits with only 8 to deal with. That's 2 for each member here. If it's divided evenly, Atlanta Dazed finding all these kills, working on a couple ticks here, and they really do want to try to grab some ticks for the road if they can.
I mean, based on the way Atlanta is playing, it doesn't matter how you win this round, whether it's on kills or on ticks. It doesn't matter. 12-4 on lives. Young Gerb, can he get the pick? It's probably all up to him in terms of slaying. He gets one just like that. 11-1. Big nade from J-Dubs and a headshot as well. Litnick right here has to do something. Might as well sacrifice his life and not the ticks. Atlanta, offensive round win. 5 ticks in as well.
There we go. I mean, that was pretty easy going for him. You had Minnesota able to put up some really good clutch saves on the hills there, but they just weren't able to really, you know, pin Dazed back like you want to see on defense here, and force them to try and get out of their spawn very much. You know, once again, the slaying, this time from J-Dubs, the kill leader in the lobby, 10-4 right now, doing his thing.
On a 2 streak, so is Young Yerbs. They're probably going to look to extend that streak. They are on the defensive side right now as well. And Freebands trying to hop up. I'm not sure if this is allowed or not, but we'll go with it.
You never know. J-Dubs, you know, he's jump in, finds a kill. He's quickly traded out as Litnick gets picked up on the outside as well. Atlanta Dazed are doing a pretty good job of starting to pin these guys back. Flopper's going to have to regroup. You got 3 players in the spawn. You do have Zombie Slayer on the back side here. He could be big in breaking this hold open.
Minnesota are stuck in their spawn. Except for Zombie Slayer, like you said, but Young Europe right here trying to put him in the spawn trap, trying to put him in the blender. He sees 2 frosts. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Rickle with 1. J-Dubs with another. 27-21 is a life count. 30 seconds left. Not 1 tick of progression in. I'll have to say Atlanta.
Yeah, these guys are definitely big on slaying here. They're finding all these kills. You can just see how hard it is to push out of these spawns once the trap is initiated. And you do have a little moment for Floppr to get out, but they only got a few seconds to try and hop on. Hoosier is able to step in. He's going to stop that clock at 6.7, but Yerb on top heli is quickly going to take him out. And once again, clock stopped. 6.7 still. Zombie Slayer on A. He may be able to find a tick here, but he gets taken out, and I think that's going to be all she wrote here for the second round, as Freebands is doing his best Clayster impression there towards the end.
Jumps off the map, doesn't even matter. 2-0 Atlanta. going on for that offensive round next and trying to close it out, that's for sure. Probably going to see something similar of them hitting A initially and then after that going for that B point. Minnesota, though, you can't give up. Even though you're down, even though you're out, it's not over yet.
It's never chalked, folks. We saw the other Minnesota Floppr squad come back from a very similar situation here. They were able to clutch a control up and bring the series back from the tomb, and may see something similar if Atlanta Dazed doesn't come out and immediately find 3 deads every round here. I mean, they've been absolutely slaying, but you see kills fire right back from Zombie Slayer here. You do have Young Yerb on A to deal with. He's able to find a point of progression and a kill to boot as well, but a minute to deal with, and Floppr are kind of doing a pretty good job at slowing the bleeding so far.
Yeah, Atlanta basically do the same thing. Get that first tick on A. Probably gonna go for B right here. J-Dubs with a turn on gets a kill. 18 and 7 from him. I mean, 20 and 7 from Young Yerb. 10 and 7 from Bands. 9 and 9 from Rickle. What more can you ask for if you're outside of Atlanta?
Not too much. I mean, maybe like a side of fries, you know?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Large chalky shake.
10-piece nuggets.
Ooh, Boston burger with a side of fries sounds good. Jim's the voice in the sky. Shout out to him tonight, by the way. And we haven't seen too many hill stack situations, to be honest. Haven't been able to shout out Jim's very much.
I don't think we've seen many of them on MW3 at all. I mean, a lot of it is having one play on it or maybe two, and then the rest sort of playing around it. MW2 though, that was
It's
a lot of stacks.
stack and win. Snake and stack.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can just see how you can play this here with just even 1 or 2 players on this hill. Atlanta Dazed are just working these kills all over. They've had control of B for a long time now, and they're up 9 lives, 20-11 here. B's in the bag, minute 20 left, possibly on the series. They're looking really good here.
19 to 9. Taking a half left. Minute 15 to work with. Minnesota needs to get these picks to get 3 right there, so that's a great start for them, but you gotta keep up the aggression that you have right now. You gotta try and put Atlanta in some sort of spawn trap at least.
And you just got to keep it going. They're able to get the one wave that saves them, but it's that next wave that seems to be so difficult for Minnesota here, and they just got chopped again. Litnick did get a 2-piece before it went down though, and Zombie Slayer trying to hold on for his team. He's going to stand in the hill. He does know that there's this player back hut here. That's Rickle. He's going to get taken out. That's going to be huge here. Zombie Slayer is going to be very big to try and hold the line.
Yeah, 12 to 1 on life count. It is all up to Doug.
Oh, Douglas. No, no, no. The Atlanta Dazed take the map. They take the series in the same way. 3-0.
That was definitely a series. It was quite entertaining to watch if you're an Atlanta Dazed fan. Maybe a bit difficult to watch.